Chef Steph.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Classy Cooking with Chef Steph. Today we're going to be doing something very exciting. I'm going to start making videos that will be labeled as Back to Basics. Because you know what? You don't need to cook a fancy recipe every night to put food on the table. That's when you start getting lazy and you go to McDonald's every night because it's becoming too much work. The point is, it doesn't have to be a lot of work. So this is going to be geared towards newer chefs and maybe some college kids, because has this ever happened to you?
Hey Mom, I know this is the 5th voicemail I'm leaving you, but I'm starving and I don't know how to cook this meat, and it's 8 o'clock at night and Janine doesn't know how to cook it either, and we're both hungry. So can you please just call me back when you get this and tell me how to cook it? Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, so maybe that was a little high drama, but you know you felt the same way, don't lie. So today we're going to be learning about asparagus. Ew, why would you eat asparagus? Doesn't it just make your pee smell? And while that's true, it also has some really great things in it for you, like anti-aging antioxidants. Who doesn't need some of that? Lots of nutrients like folate, fiber, chromium, vitamins A, C, E, and K. And the best part is, it helps to protect you from and fights off certain cancers. So, first things first, you're gonna look for asparagus. It could be the thin kind or the thicker kind, but they have to be a little firm and definitely green. You're gonna throw them in the sink, wash off any dirt particles you see, and then we're gonna take off the ends. So now that they're washed, pick one up, go to the end. You can either cut off the ends, they're too tough to eat, you don't want to eat these, or they naturally break where they're supposed to. So just take an end and snap it off. Snap. Snap. So the first way I'm going to show you how to make asparagus is my favorite way, which is put some olive oil in a pan, cut up some onions, fry up those onions. I like them thin because I like them to be brown. Again, I'm lazy, I don't use a cutting board, so I just cut them in my hands. Oh God, my eyes! The trick to making them awesome and brown like this is just make sure you keep stirring them. Never leave them on one side for too long. That's how they get evenly brown. Now we're going to throw in our asparagus right on top. Some pepper. And some rock salt. Sea salt. I love sea salt. Mix it around and let it sit here for a while. So while those are cooking, I'll show you the second way that you can make asparagus. Steaming it. Steaming it leaves the most nutrients in the vegetable. When this kind of cooks nutrients out, but this way is the healthiest way that you can cook any vegetable. These are very cheap, very portable. You can fold it up to that, easy to store. And all you have to do is get a saucepan, fill it up with water. The water should hit just where the steamer hits. So you don't want to fill it up too much with water. It's probably about up to here with water. Put it on the stove, boil the water. Once the water is boiling, throw in the asparagus. Our water is now boiling for the steamed asparagus. I cut them in half. You don't have to if you don't want to. Sometimes they're just easier to eat like that. So, put them in there and leave them. That's it. You can throw some salt and pepper in there if you'd like, but that's it. When you buy the thinner asparagus, they cook pretty fast. So these are done. They just have to be not too hard anymore. That's when you know they're ready. I'm just going to put these on a plate, set them aside, and go back to our steamed asparagus. How amazing do those look, right? I'm back over here. It's only been about 2 minutes, but they're already starting to look a little soft. You just want to make them soft. It'll be another few minutes before these are ready. Now, on to our third way to cook asparagus. We're going to roast them in the oven. So put your oven at 400. I'm going to put some olive oil on here. Some salt and pepper. Mmm. Pepper. La 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 la. And then some garlic. You can, of course, use real garlic. It'll obviously taste better, but for now, I'm going to be lazy. Then, I'm just going to roll them all around. Get them coated. Get your hands dirty. Why not? It's fun, right? Yeah! Feel like a man! No, not really. Not at all, actually. Now that your asparagus is so beautifully coated, I have a baking tray here. I made the asparagus a little tin foil house so that they don't make a mess. Throw them on there. Now's a good time to add Parmesan cheese if you have any. If you don't, they obviously taste just as good. Line them up. Make sure that none of them are on top of each other. As soon as your oven is at 400, throw them in for about 10 minutes because these are little baby ones. If they're the thicker ones, 15 to 17 minutes. Our steamed asparagus is nice and tender, so I took it out of the pot. I'm just going to put it next to these other on our little tray o' asparagi. I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. Ah, too much. Mix it up. And back to our oven roasted ones. Just took these babies out of the oven. They look amazing, of course. How easy was that? Now you have 3 new ways under your belt to cook very healthy asparagus. Let's review, shall we? Throw some onions in a pan with olive oil, brown them. Throw in the asparagus, salt, pepper, done. Or, throw these in a saucepan with a vegetable steamer. When they're soft, take them out. Olive oil, salt, pepper, done. Or, throw these in the oven at 400. Cover them up with salt, pepper, garlic, Parmesan cheese, olive oil. Take them out of the oven in 10 minutes, done. Now, lemon. Lemon and asparagus go absolutely delicious together. Squirt some lemon on top. You will not regret that. But if you don't have lemon, doesn't matter. Tastes just as good without the lemon. As always, have a great week. See you next time on Classy Cooking with Chef Stuff. And keep it classy.
That's my TV. Thank you so much.
No, turn it up.